Hello and welcome back to Gone Home. Let's jump right in. So previously, in the last 3 episodes that you've seen, we got home, realized our family wasn't there, and we explored through this part of the house. We went into the library, the TV room, our dad's office, a couple closets and things. And yeah, so we still don't know why family isn't gone. I think that, yeah, that's just a closet that I closed. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and search this side of the house. See what we can find. Nothing in there. Janice Greenbrier, Senior Conservationist of the Forestry Service. Oh, that's cool. It's actually quite convenient because, as was mentioned earlier, the mansion is in the middle of a forest. So, it's good that she cares about forests, considering where we live. Oh, that door is locked too. Okay. So that makes 2 locked doors. The one at the end of that hallway over there, and that door there. Okay, well I guess we're heading upstairs. Some rips in the wallpaper. Let's see what there is. Nothing there. Ooh, a pack of cards. A catchy playing cards. Cool. Oops. That landed cool. Let's just check these real quick before I read that note. Oh, it's a newspaper clipping. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of next week as part of a Forestry Service-run controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a, quote, valuable training tool, end quote, for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier, our mom. Smoke will likely linger in the area through the following weekend. Oh, it's quite a nice picture they've got. Cool. Alright. New hallway. Let's see, anything over here? Personal calendar. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Couples bowling. Cooking class, take apron. And ballroom dancing, which looks like that was canceled. The next week, couples bowling and ballroom dancing were canceled. The next week, the same. Both of those canceled. And then the last week, looks like ballroom dancing was canceled. She didn't even bother putting couples bowling on. Cook a big meal for Carrie and Sam. Oh, for us and our sister. Well, that's nice. Thank you, Mom. Examine form. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest, effective September 2nd, 1994. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation, as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. Signed, Bruce Pendleton, Head of Personnel, State Forestry Service. Takelma County. Cool. Anything in there? Okay. Alright. Anything in here? Nope. Cassette case. Bratmobile Potty Mouth. For Sam. Oh, that's some cool physics. Whee! Physics. Okay.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Well, good for you, Sam, for finding someone you can associate with more. That's good. Looks like our parents don't need those stupid help books after all. To whom it may concern. I, Samantha Greenbriar, am 17 years old, and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compared with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being. And since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. Ha! That's actually really relevant because I've been turning on all the lights and leaving them on because I'm scared of the dark, and this is a creepy house. So, anyway. Radiation area, keep out. Well, I assume this is Sam's room then. Let's see, got a lamp. Turn the TV off. Let's turn on the lamps real quick. Okay, anything in here? Some stamps. The Misfits. Fizzrite Ginger Ale. Serving size 6 fluid ounces. 2 servings per container. Yeah, that's a normal size container. 140 calories. No protein, some carbohydrates. Nelson Company, Tennessee. Emery boards. Woo! Sparkly. Now, wouldn't it be really cool if while you use that, it like put glitter on your nails? That would be funny. Though I really don't see how that would work. And also, that would be weird. But if it worked, that would be cool. Dunk. Okay. Stop creaking, it's creepy. Oh, cassette. Bratmobile. That's that same band that her friend gave the thing to her.
We're so cool, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck. I don't wanna
One thing I wanted to say real quick is that this painting is of Ophelia from Hamlet. And basically what happens is Hamlet pretends he's crazy, and then he pretends he never loved her, and then he kills her father. So all of that combined, she's kind of unhappy and she goes crazy. And then she's picking flowers and falls into a river and doesn't bother to save herself, so she drowns while holding flowers and singing. So that's creepy. The other thing is I stopped the music because there's a chapter here. So I was going to read that. The King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2, Fraying Threads. Oh, it's Captain Allegra again. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language that they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotted robes, the king was hunched over the blue orb, tossing his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed in one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulling into that orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, and then you—" But the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line. All traced by this invincible thread, of course. Allegra said, "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, giving a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his, "Wait, no! No! The singing stopped!" The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. Summoning his undead power, the king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran.